Hi everyone, day 6, and I woke up today with these words that I heard last night from somebody. We're just celebrating life as is, and it just, when I remembered it, it just, I connected to this feeling of ease and relaxation in my body. And this is how I actually test so many things in my life these days. Do they produce a feeling of constriction and fear, or do they produce a feeling of relaxation and peacefulness? And this incredible woman that I spoke to last night, who is a mentor to me, she said, we're just celebrating life as is. We're not attaching our celebrations to any specific day, a sanctioned day, by society. We just, all of our birthdays, every day, whatever holidays, we just celebrate life as is. And I just love it so much because in the last several years, in the last almost 10 years, I've been struggling so much with the fact that these key moments, these milestone moments, no longer looked like or felt like what they were supposed to, or what I would expect them to. It was our 25th anniversary of our wedding, and it just felt horrific. I was just really not in the mood, and it didn't look or feel at all like anything special. And then for my 50th birthday, I spent practically the whole day crying, although I was on vacation with my children who were still home. And now when I think about it, my God, that whole life should have been just one constant prayer and celebration, but it wasn't, because I was still kind of holding on to some outside images of what it all should be like or feel like or look like. So today was a day that was nothing particularly special. It was just my husband and I were alone at home. Our children didn't come this time for a variety of reasons. And more, I'm learning and teaching myself to embrace life just like it is, and to allow it to be all that it is without attaching to anything, any shoulds. And as I allow myself to celebrate life as is, just as it is, so much beauty and blessings are actually showing up in my life, because suddenly, instead of focusing on the fact that my children are not with me these days, they're far away, I choose to think about the fact that they are thriving in their lives and they're standing on their own feet, and that the person who is in my life is my husband of 33 years, and that after everything that we've gone through in the last 10 years, is to feel what I feel toward him is an incredible miracle and completely magical. And so just that capacity, learning to be in the abundance of every moment, focusing on what is wonderful, and learning to appreciate what is already so good, rather than, first of all, looking outside to compare how I am doing comparing to other people, or being attached to some ideas of how it all should be at this stage in my life. It just goes such a long way. So I'm today really focused on just doing nothing, celebrating, eating delicious things, luxuriating in the peacefulness of not having to run anywhere, and just really focusing very much on all the things that are already so good in my life. And, definitely 10 years ago, if I had known that this is what I would be living now, I don't know, I'd probably be extremely depressed. But with everything that I've gone through in these last several years, there was such a huge reevaluation of what is important and what is valuable in my life that, I'm really connecting to that capacity to celebrate life exactly as it is, not wishing it were anything else. I do have some dreams as I think about 2024. There are, drives, and there are wishes, and there are desires for sure. But I'm not in depression now because I'm not there yet, or not there right now. I'm just really quite in this embodied state of belonging here, just as I am, belonging in this life with everything that I've experienced, not wanting it to be anything other than what it is. Understanding that life may still change many times, but being in acceptance and allowance of this life, my life, is just the most freeing thing that I have come to in these last several years. Being okay with everything that is happening just as it is, without resistance. So that's me today. I'll see you tomorrow.